Welcome back, my dear students. Welcome back to the mathematics class. So, students, as you all know, that we are doing the chapter 6 mathematics. So, my dear students, I would like to tell you that this is the part 6th video of chapter 6 mathematics, and this is the last video of this chapter. Isn't it good that we are going to end this chapter? So students, in this video we will learn how to add and subtract the integers on the number line. In the previous video we have learned how to add and subtract the integers. Generally, how do we add or subtract them? Because before learning addition and subtraction of any number, whether it is a whole number or integers on the number line, it's very important for us to learn or to understand the addition and subtraction of integers. Generally, how do we add or subtract them? Only then we will be able to do this on the number line. So in the fourth video and the fifth video, I have explained each and everything regarding the positive integers, negative integers, regarding the addition of the integers, regarding the subtraction of the integers. All the important rules have been shared with you. So as I said in the beginning of every video, I would like to repeat that again here, that if you have not watched the previous videos of part 4th video and the part 5th video, then please go and first watch those videos, because we are going in a continuity of these videos. So if you have not watched, then you will face problem to understand the content of this video. So first go and watch those videos, then it will be easier for you to understand this content. Okay, students, let's start with number line. So let's start. So let's see our first example, that we have to add two integers. One is -6 and the other is +4. So we have -6 and +4. So as we have done these kind of questions, we know that the answer to this question will be minus of 2, because minus and plus means we have to actually do the subtraction. We have to do the subtraction of 6 and 4, because I have told you that one is positive integer and the other is negative integer. Then we are doing subtraction, and the symbol that we take in the answer is always of the bigger number, and between 4 and -6, 6 is bigger. That's why answer is minus of 2. But the point is that how to represent this on the number line. Now actually what we are doing, we are having minus of 6, and in that we are adding 4. What we are doing, we are adding 4 in the minus of 6. Please keep this point always clear in your mind, that the general rule of adding or subtracting the numbers or the integer is different than the addition and subtraction on the number line. Generally, if we say, then we are subtracting 6 and 4. But if we have to do this on the number line, then we need to understand it in the way as it is written over here. And it is written like minus and 6 and plus of 4, means in we are adding plus 4, we are adding 4 to minus of 6. So what we will do, as in the previous chapter we used to do, we will start our solution from minus of 6, and what we have to do, we have to add 4 in this. And when we have to add the number, then what we do, we jump towards the right side. So in the same way, we will take 4 jumps to the right side, because whenever we have to add, then we jump towards the right side. And how many jumps we have to take? As much number we are adding, that much jumps we have to take. And we are adding 4 to minus of 6, so we will jump 4 times. So 1 time, 2 time, 3 time, and 4 time. And the 4th time we have reached to minus of 2. Minus of 2, it means we have arrived to our answer, as you know, by the general rule of subtraction. So minus of 6 and plus of 4 reaches to minus of 2. That is our answer. So this is the first example. Let's see the next example. What is the next example? Minus of 3 and minus of 2. Now what we are doing, we are having minus of 3 and we are subtracting 2 from this, right? What I told you, that whatever is written exactly that we have to do on the number line. Generally, if we have to solve this, then we know that the answer is minus of 5. Right, we know that minus of 3 and minus of 2. I have told you in the general rule of addition and subtraction, then when there are two same sign of numbers, like we are having two positive integers or we are having two negative integers of same sign, and there is no other sign between them when we perform addition. So minus of 3 and minus of 2, when they will be added, it will be equals to minus of 5. Now how to show this on the number line? We will start our solution from minus 3 as we do. So now we have to subtract 2 from minus 3 and we have to subtract. Then what we do? I think you know very well. We move towards the left side. We jump backwards to the left side. So let's take 2 jumps backward. Minus of 4 in the first jump and in the second jump we reach at minus of 5. Means we have arrived to our answer. So minus of 3 and minus of 2 is equals to minus of 5. See, my dear students, the rules that you have learned in the whole numbers, I have not changed anything in those rules. We are strictly following the same rules. But the thing is that the numbers have been changed. There we are having only positive numbers. Here we are having the mixture of positive and the negative numbers. Okay, let's see the part third example. What is it? It is 2 plus minus 3. Now before doing this on the number line, always keep in mind that the simplified solution is always done on the number line. So before doing this on the number line, we need to solve this because we are having two symbols here. 2 plus minus 3. So first of all, just simplify it. I have told you that plus minus is equals to minus. So 2 plus minus 3 becomes 2 minus 3. Now it is simplified. And what will be the answer? When we are subtracting 3 from 2, we are getting 1. And between 2 and 3, 3 is bigger and is of negative sign. That's why answer is minus of 1. Now the point is that how to solve this on number line. So to show this on number line, what we will do, we will follow the same procedure. We will start our solution from the first number, that is 2. So we will start our solution from 2. And now the next step, we have to subtract 3 from 2. So what we will do, for the subtraction, we always jump backwards to the left side. So we will do the same thing. And how many jumps we have to take? We have to take 3 jumps. So let's start. First jump backwards to the left side, second jump backwards to the left side, and third jump backwards to the left side. So let's see, we have arrived to our answer. Minus of 1 we have reached. So this means that our answer is correct. Our procedure is correct. So student, this is the way we do the addition and the subtraction of integers on the number line. And I don't think any one of you will face problem in this because we are doing the same process that was followed in the chapter whole numbers. But the only difference is regarding the numbers. To get some more confidence and more clarity, let's see some more examples. Minus of 5 plus of 8. What we have to do? We have to do simple subtraction as we do. Plus of 8 and minus of 5. The answer is equals to plus of 3 because between 8 and 5, 8 is bigger. So what we have to do, we have to start our solution from minus of 5, that is the first number, and because we are adding 8 to minus of 5, what we are doing, we are adding 8 to minus of 5, and to add what we do, we jump towards the right. So we will jump towards the right, and how many jumps? As much the number. 8 is the number, so let's take 8 jumps towards the right. So let's see where we reach. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. See where we reached? We reached at 3, which is our answer. So I hope it's very clear to you. Let's see next example. This says that minus of 4 minus of 5. And I have told you that whenever we are doing addition and subtraction on the number line, then first of all it should be simplified. So first let's simplify, because we are having more than two symbols here. So minus of 4 minus of 5. And I have told you that when two minus signs are there, then they are turned into plus sign. Minus minus becomes plus sign. In the previous video I have told you this. If you have not watched, then please go and watch. So minus of 4 minus of 5 becomes minus of 4 plus of 5. Now it's easy for us. What will be the answer? 5 minus 4, answer will be 1. So let's do this. What we are doing? We are adding 5 to minus of 4. So let's start our solution from minus of 4. Here is minus of 4. So minus of 4, we are starting our solution and we have to add 5. So we will jump 5 times towards the right side. 1 time, 2 time, 3 time, 4 time and 5 time. Let's see, we have reached to our answer. Minus of 4 plus of 5 is equals to 1, which we already know, and we have also shown this on the number line. So let's see another example. Minus of 3 plus of 3. So in this case, what will be the answer? I think everybody knows that 3 minus 3 is equals to 0. But how to show this on the number line? So in the same way, we are adding 3 to minus of 3, and because we are adding 3 to minus of 3, so what we have to do? We have to jump right side 3 times. So let's start our solution from minus of 3 and add 3. So jump 3 times. In the third time where we reached at 0. That is our answer. So I hope it's very clear to you. I don't need to explain more, right? So students, one more thing I would like to tell you. Minus 3 plus 3 is equals to 0. In this, one new mathematic rule we can learn. And that mathematic rule says that additive inverse is a kind of term which is used very often in mathematics. Additive inverse means such a number when that is added to another number gives us 0. Repeating the same line, additive inverse is such a number which is added to the another number, then it gives 0. Okay, so additive inverse is a number. Which kind of number it is? It is that type of number that when we add this number to the other number of additive inverse we are finding, then it becomes 0. So if we have to find the additive inverse of minus of 3, so it means what? We have to find such a number that when we will add that number to minus of 3, then the sum will be 0. And when we add plus 3 to minus of 3, what we get? We get 0. So in the opposite case, if you have plus of 3 and you have to find the additive inverse, so what will be the additive inverse? Additive inverse means what? We have to find such a number that when we will add that number to plus 3, then the answer will be 0. So what we will add? We will add minus of 3 to plus of 3, then the answer will be 0. It means minus of 3 is the additive inverse of 3 and 3 is the additive inverse of minus of 3. So additive inverse is a number. Very simple. Additive inverse is a number. I am giving stress on this. I am repeating this again and again because it's a very important, though very tiny, but very important concept. So please students, please concentrate here. So if we have to find the inverse of additive inverse alone is not enough. Additive inverse means inverse for the operation of addition. What is additive inverse? Additive inverse is a number and is such kind of number that when we add this number to the other number of whose inverse we are finding, then it answer becomes 0. So if we have to find the additive inverse of 2, then what does it means? It means we have to find such a number that when that number will be added to 2, answer will be 0. So such a number can be minus of 2. When minus of 2 will be added to plus of 2, it will become 2 minus 2 and the answer will be 0. So what is the additive inverse for 2? Minus of 2. In the same way, if I ask you that what will be the additive inverse of minus of 2, what will be the additive inverse of minus of 2? So we have to find such a number that when we add that number to minus of 2, the answer is 0. So what can be that number? That can be plus of 2. You'll say, ma'am, it's very easy, right? So additive inverse is a concept which is used in the senior classes also, and is a kind of basic rule. So you must have this in your mind. So student, let's see that while learning the concept of number line, we have also learned a new concept of additive inverse. So now all the concepts that are used in the chapter 6 NCERT maths book, all are done. Now let's see some questions of your exercise. Like in exercise 6.2, they are giving in the first question that using the number line, write the integer which is 3 more than 5. 3 more than 5. So 3 more than 5 means 3 more than 5 means we have to plus 3. In what number? In 5. 5 is the basic number, and the number that we have to find, it should be 3 more than 5. 2, because 3 is more than, so we will add 3 to 5. It means 8. But we have to show this on the number line. So we will draw a number line. We will write 0 here, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This way you will, because of the less space, I'm not able to solve here. You can solve it in the notebook, but I'm just telling you the method. That 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This like this you will write the number. You will mark 5 here, and because you are adding 3 to this, then you will jump 3 times to the right side and you will reach at your answer. So I hope you can do this yourself. Let's see the part 2. In the second part, they are saying 5 more than minus 5. They are saying what? They are saying 5 more than minus 5. So what we have to do? We have to add 5 to minus of 5. Means the number should be 5 plus 5 then minus of 5. 5 more than minus of 5. Minus of 5 से 5 ज़्यादा होना चाहिए. So minus of 5 plus 5. Exactly, generally we know that answer will be 0. So how to show this on the number line? You can see here that we are having a number line. So because the number is 5 more than minus of 5. So we will start our solution from minus of 5. Because it should be 5 more than, we are adding. So we will jump 5 times towards the right. 1 time, 2 time, 3 time, 4 time and 5 time. And the 5th time where we have reached 0. So 0 is a number which is 5 more than minus of 5. So it is just like the addition and subtraction on the number line, but the language is different. I hope you have understood the concept and how to do this. So students, I would like to give an ending to the chapter here. I hope I have given the best of my knowledge to you and you have understood in a good and best way that you can. So if you face any problem regarding the questions, regarding the video, so you can mention them in the comment section, and every thing related to the notes will be shared with you in the PDF form in the comment section, and you can also take the help of your class in charge to got those PDFs. So students, till then, keep practicing, keep revising, stay safe, stay healthy, live long. God bless you all. Have a good day.